What's going on, YouTube? Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to be sort of a double feature, if you will. So I'm actually here in Bradenton, Florida. Got my head shaved, got my face shaved, and enjoying some fun in the sun. But editing these videos, kind of figured out that there's not enough content for that one video. So we're going to splice two videos into one, and hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you like this longer content. I think this one's going to be close to about 20 minutes. But if you like it, let me know. If not, feel free to thumbs down if you want to. I don't care. But let me know what you guys think. So enjoy the content, enjoy the video. It's going to be a lot of interesting stuff in this one. Peace. What's going on, YouTube? Today's video, or today, we are going to be continuing on the Ram 2500, and I went ahead and swapped the wiring harness off the old dash and put it in the new one. That's the old harness right there, and this is the new dash. So, well, the new skeleton for the dash, the frame for the dash. So today is going to be pretty interesting. I'm just going to be putting the dash together, putting the rest of the interior together. So kind of over that hump where you just take everything apart from one, take everything apart from the other. Mostly the hard part is done, the wiring harness, which was a mess. Also got to do the headliner today. So there's going to be quite a few things that I need to get done today, and hopefully get to cleaning up this place, because this place is a mess. So stay tuned, enjoy the video. So I got this unit over here. This is out of a 2019. I always thought to myself that when I get myself a, my own Ram, and I'll throw one of these in it. And this is the 8.4, I believe, Uconnect. It has the CarPlay and all that stuff on it, so it's a much nicer, cleaner display than the older ones. So I'm gonna be throwing this one, and I already tested it on another Ram. I already know the code to it. I wrote it down in the back. So I'm gonna throw it in, and fingers crossed, hopefully it works. So pretty much the whole interior dash and everything is wrapped up. I put the center console in. Just need to get the steering wheel ready for it. And I'm actually probably gonna have to end up buying the steering wheel. But overall, everything, the dash looks pretty amazing. The center console came out real clean. Cleaned everything with this VLR stuff. The stuff is pretty amazing. So yeah, everything is nice and clean. All the wiring plugs and everything, matched up exactly where it's supposed to go. So yeah, what's left to do is probably gonna pull the headliner soon. I'm probably gonna do that on Monday. Today's Saturday. I should probably head home and hang out with the kids, because kids are starting to call me mister. So yeah, Monday probably gonna take the headliner out, put the speakers in, the proper wiring harness for the headliner, wire up the airbags for the curtain bags. What else? I think I'm gonna make a list of everything that's left to do and start checking off that list. I'm at that point where pretty much the bulk of the hard labor is done. Probably Monday, besides the headliner, I'm gonna start wiring up the engine and the fuse box and everything to get it fired up, and hopefully get it out of here by the end of Monday under its own power without pushing it. So Still lots of things to do. That's why I'm probably gonna make a list and just start checking off the list. And it's probably gonna be a long list. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching this. You know, stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any more videos. Appreciate you watching this. Have a good one. What's going on, YouTube? On today's video, we're gonna be chugging away at the Ram 2500. What else is new? But really need to start buttoning this thing up so it's running and driving. Still a bunch of things left to do on it before that happens. When it gets to times like this, when it's getting a little hectic and there's so much to do, I find that the best thing to do is to create a list and just start chugging away at the list. You know, and that way you'll actually feel the productivity, and it gives you less stress about it, because I do tend to stress out a lot about these things. So sometimes you just come into work and you just don't want to do anything because there's so much to do and you're backed up on everything, and it's just part of life. So I created a little list right here, and on this to-do list we got the headliner. I still got to take out the stupid headliner. I'm waiting for Alex to come into work, and so I can fortify his glue gun. I still need to do the wiring, wire everything up. That's all of this mess right here. Wire up the fuse box, wire up the batteries, put the battery tray in. What else do I gotta do? I gotta do the brakes, install the master cylinder, hook up the brakes. I gotta order the front windshield for it, because this windshield does not work with the windshield that I had on the MEGACAB, the red one. The red one has a special rear view mirror, and it doesn't hook up to this one right here, so it's just different attachments. So I had to take this glass out, and it made things a lot easier, because I could actually, when I took the glass out, I could work on the dash without scuffing up the dash or whatnot. So I still got to do I still got to order the front windshield. Transmission fluid, fill the transmission. For some reason this transmission was empty, so I ordered 7 quarts for that, and then hopefully start the truck. So still a ton of things to do. Pretty much gonna take me all day, but it's just one of those things you just got to get done. So stay tuned, enjoy the time lapses as always, and thanks for tuning in. So today I got the steering wheel in. Got a lot of stuff done today, but nothing that's like, worthy of recording, to be honest. It's just a bunch of same old. I did kind of go off my list here. The headliner, I still got to do the headliner. The wiring, pretty much all tidied up. Everything is plugged into the fuse box. I did get the kit to delete the EGR with all the block off plates and everything. Looks pretty nice. Everything fits as it should, and yeah, I got that running today. What else? I did do the brakes. The master cylinder's all hooked up. Ordered the windshield for it. It was like about $80. Transmission fluid also came in. I just got to put some training fluid in. I did get a chance to start this thing. This thing starts right up without any issues. What else? Just the basics, the grind stuff. Nothing that's like really important to record or interesting to watch. The cool stuff is probably gonna happen tomorrow when I take off the headliner. I'm gonna modify that a little bit and put it back in. Also gotta modify the wiring harness a little bit. The previous cab over there, it came with an antenna in between the first and the second cab light. So I need to modify the roof, drill a hole in it, and put an antenna there so the radio works, or the XM radio. The block off plate came in, so that came out pretty nice. I am gonna have to pull this frame a little bit. We did get to bolt up the cab to the frame, and this is where the bolt is supposed to be, and it's supposed to be right down the center right here. So it's kind of off. I did measure the diagonal from here to here. So you measure it like this, and then you measure it like this, and it was off probably about 6 or 7 inches. So gonna have to get it, clean up the frame rack, get it on the frame machine, and give it a little bit of a tug. So besides that, everything else is pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with the way everything came out today, but tomorrow's the fun stuff. So that's it. There she is, boys. Runs as it should. Very sweet moment. So I got the car up on the frame machine yesterday because I wanted to pull this out, but it looks like it's beyond pulling, and I need to get a bolt that goes from here, from the bottom into the center of here, and every time I try to pull it to the side, it actually comes forward. So I'm going to drill this piece out since my windshield was already out right here. This whole cover gets drilled out from the side right here, through the side, through the top, and then drill out the stitching on the insides, and this whole apron should be able to come out. And I got a good apron on my original cab, which is right here. So I'm going to drill this one out, cut it out, and just reinstall it. So it's gonna be a lot easier, and it's gonna be true to the frame because I'll be able to just put a bolt through the bottom to adjacent it to the vehicle, and then adjust it the way I want it for width and height. So stay tuned. And just like that, this piece comes off. There's some glue underneath here. Really helps if you take a torch and you heat it up, and it comes right off. Same thing here. There's 4 spot welds here and glue. So besides that, this piece is the one we need. We're gonna save that for later. And then now we're gonna have access to these spots right here. Gonna drill them out, and the whole apron should be able to come out. So I got all these spot welds drilled out, and there's some glue in the back here. But once I start pushing this pillar that way, it should come right out. There it is. Now what we gotta do is just clean this side up. Here, clean all this up. I'm gonna take some glue before we put it on. Put some glue on here, and then weld her up. So on the silver one, I'm gonna use a grinder, one of these babies, and this really does the job really well. These are nice 3M strips. I'm just gonna go down all of these, all of these, all of these, and should be able to beat it out. This one's got the windshield in it, but the windshield's not actually glued in. I just threw it on so crap doesn't get inside the car. So let's get to it. And just like that, this piece came off, revealing a really nice hornet's nest. So this piece comes off, to the trash and go. Now I just gotta do the same thing for 4 spot welds here, 2 spot welds here, 2 here, 1 here. And take this apron off. So I got all the spot welds sanded off or sanded down or taken off, whatever. And now I just got to take off a couple of ground wires off the apron, and the apron should come off with a couple of hefty hits. So this thing did not want to come off. There's a ton of glue in the back of here. So I didn't want to warp any more metal by twisting it. And the more you warp, the more you got to beat out later. So tied it to a tree, to a post, and pulled it out. Nothing beats a hydraulic press. So now I just got to take everything off. So before pulling everything apart over there, I did take my measuring stick and I measured diagonal corner to corner to make sure that everything fits perfectly. And as you can see, that's where it's supposed to land. That's pretty much perfect where it sits. Tighten the bottom bolt so it's not going anywhere. And now I just got to start welding these pieces up. Once I weld these up, I'm going to put the cover back on right here, and then call it good. So now I've got the welder over here. Gonna start welding it up. So now we're just installing that plate right now. Got all my clamps in, everything's in. I'm just gonna start filling up those spot welds. So we got this plate welded in. All the holes are welded on. Everything is done. Now I just got to grind these down and then seam seal them. Maybe put a fresh coat of paint on them, and then we're in business. Good to go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was a fun one. As always guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more updates. What else? Still got a ton of things to do on this thing, so I think it's gonna be a wrap for today's video, and I need to go home. Kids are starting to call me Mister. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the day.